Yo, what's going on? What's that word, man? Daily real news, daily real news. Let's go. Tap in, tap in. Make sure to hit that survey, that poll at the bottom left hand corner. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, comment down below. Let's get right to it. Hit that notification bell for more. Let's get to it. Let's get right to it, man. We got a whole lot of topics to discuss, man. It's been a long week. It's our apologies. We ain't get to y'all sooner. But we here now, man. We got a long show ahead of us, man. We got a few topics. First topic we gonna touch on. Y'all know we gotta touch on that Gucci man diss to Pooh Shiesty, man. That crash dummy is out right now. If y'all ain't heard it, get to it, man. Get to it. Let me know y'all thoughts about it, man. Let me know what y'all got going on, man. Gucci man new diss. Pooh Shiesty Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty Pops. It's called Crash Dummy. People calling it the hottest diss song / police statement ever, man. It's going crazy right now. We also got to speak on Offset. I don't know Offset. 1/3 of the Migos, now a solo artist. Um, he was shot reportedly for a debt he owed outside a casino. This also involves the New York drill / rap artist singer Lil TJ. We're gonna get into all that, man. What else going down? Ben 10. Ben 10. Y'all know who Ben 10 is. NBA YoungBoi artist / entourage member. Ben 10 out here in Houston got popped for allegedly trying to snatch a chain, man. It's wild out here right now, man. We also gonna speak on a ceasefire that lasted 12 hours. Trump tried to attempt to make a ceasefire with Iran. It ain't worked. 12 hours later, bombs was getting dropped. And then we also gonna speak on announcement, man. New announcement. The R&B Raymond and Brown concert. Chris Brown and Usher joining forces. They joining forces, man. They joining forces, man, for the first time ever. They will be on tour together, man. It's gonna go crazy. Y'all know that's gonna go crazy. Everybody want this, right? Yeah, multi-generational fans. Some of the best to do it in R&B history. So yeah, I wonder how that's gonna turn out. Shout out to both of them. That's a major move. But let's get right to it, man. Like I said, we talking about that Gucci man crash dummy, man. Talking about that diss track. He dissed Pooh Shiesty, man. Let's see what he talking about, man. They got it on the news. Fox local news, man. Let's see what they talking about. Let's go. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Daily Real News presented to you by Real Conversation Podcast Network. Let's get right to it.
Maine is calling out rapper Pooh Shiesty, trolling him in a new song.
The feds arrested Shiesty, his father, and other associates for charges of kidnapping and robbing at a Dallas record store. Fox 4 Stephen Dial live with more tonight.
Stephen, Heather, that Atlanta rapper Gucci Mane directly talking about the allegations against Pooh Shiesty in a song that dropped at midnight titled Crash Dummy. And in that song, part of it, he says, quote, "I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup." It's the same narrative that the FBI gave in court earlier this week.
Overnight, Atlanta rapper Gucci Mane speaking out for the first time since the arrest of Lontrell Williams Jr., a.k.a. Pooh Shiesty, and other suspects who allegedly kidnapped and robbed him.
I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a sale.
Crash Dummy was released 2 days after Williams Jr. appeared in federal court. The FBI says in January, Pooh Shiesty, his father, rapper Big 30, and others lured Gucci Mane to a Dallas studio, held him at gunpoint, and robbed him and his associates. Pooh Shiesty is tied to Gucci Mane's record label. The feds say that his motive was to force Gucci Mane to release him from the contract. Judging by the lyrics, that may have not worked.
And after all that, boy, you still signed to me? Wow.
At Wednesday's hearing, it was revealed in court the FBI does not have possession of the alleged paperwork of the contract release.
They have no video of this alleged signing of a contract. They have no guns. They have no jewelry. They have none of that physical evidence.
A judge in Dallas ordered Pooh Shiesty to stay in custody as he awaits trial. His dad, Lontrell Williams Sr., is still being held in Memphis. Rapper Big 30, whose real name is Rodney Wright, is being transferred to Dallas along with 3 other suspects. Terrence Rogers, who is seen in this social media post allegedly with the stolen watch, is being held in Atlanta. I asked Pooh Shiesty's lawyer, Brad Cohen, if he had any response to the Gucci Mane new song. In a statement, he told me, quote, "At the end of the day, a case is built on evidence and testimony and not what someone says in a record."
So multiple suspects have either a court appearance or some type of procedural thing with their court case where they may have to have a filing deadline on the defendant's behalf next week.
Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it, man. Let's get right to it, man. Y'all see what's going on with Gucci Mane, man. How y'all feel about the diss track, man? It's crazy, ain't it? It's crazy out here, man. It's definitely crazy. For real, for real. Nobody expected this. People disappointed in Gucci Mane. But let's get to these comments real quick, man. See what y'all talking about the people, man. Like, share, and subscribe, comment down below. My boy RBX, I feel you, man. You gotta watch out for the ops. And for my boy Eastside 103, I'm just going over the news, my man. How I'm gossiping. They put it out there first. I'm reporting the news, man. It's daily real news. If you ain't feeling it, you know where you can go. Let's get right to it, though, man. Let's get right to it, man. Like we see, Gucci Mane dropped the song. It's called Crash Dummy, right? And he basically calling Pooh Shiesty a crash dummy. He was done for what he did. He still ain't out the contract. They was hating on WAP. They was mad, whatever. Felt like, I don't know. You know, people are saying it's from all the way back from when Big Scar, rest in power, that was Pooh Shiesty cousin, blood cousin. When he passed away, they felt like Gucci Mane did Big Scar dirty for not putting nothing on the funeral, and also wanted his 1017 charm and chain back that he gave him when he signed. People said he earned that. Gucci had no right to be that petty, which people could be right about. I did not agree with that, but actually, him actually spending money on the contract, I feel like that was his option to do. That wasn't in the contract stipulations. That was more on a personal tip, but I will understand why they would be mad because that was his artist. But you know, we can go back and forth on that all day long. But I just wanted to touch on the track, you know what I'm saying? Crash Dummy, right? If y'all haven't heard it, man, go on YouTube right now. Gucci Mane Crash Dummy. Let me know what y'all feel about the track. The beat was fire. People happy he back with Zaytoven. They said that's the best part. They said the lyrics was weak. There's got to be a clone. It don't feel real. Don't sound like the real Gucci. It's a publicity stunt. Some people saying it's scripted. I'm gonna give you my thoughts and opinions real quick, real brief. I just feel like, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I feel like Gucci, throughout the years, he been showing his hand on the true person he is outside of music, like his actual person, day to day, like who he is actually in reality. Roderick Davis, the man instead of Gucci Mane, the artist. And I feel like, what y'all expect Gucci to do? Y'all thought he was gonna go in the shootout in the blaze and just end his career and everything he worked for over the past 2 decades. Y'all really thought that? I mean, that was a ignorant thought to think. If you had thought that, I would feel like that'd be more young-minded type of thinking. But besides that, who really wins, man? Pooh Shiesty locked up. They say he gonna come home, but I guarantee he gonna get hit with a violation of parole or probation, whatever he on. You see what I'm saying? Just off that, I feel like that's gonna be a hinder, hindering him from coming home, a roadblock from him coming home. I just feel like on his thought pattern, I feel like the pops should be held more accountable for actually going with his son, knowing what he was gonna do to Gucci Man and all that type of shit. I feel like that was foul. That was bad parenting. I'm gonna just say that as a father right now, that was bad parenting. That's truly how I feel on that point. But Pooh Shiesty doing what he did, he probably believed it was righteous in his mind. He was getting his get back or whatever. But what's going on? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channels. Let's get to it. On Pooh Shiesty, he might have thought that get back was just had to happen like that. He felt like Gucci did him wrong, did his cousin wrong, whatever. Still don't make it right, but on some street terms, he got his rights too. He got his ways, how he feel about it. He a grown man. He felt like he had to go with his move. That's the only way he could get Gucci to meet up with him. So he had to go with his move. But I'm not saying it's right. I'm just coming from a thought process of a young person like Pooh Shiesty. But WAP, uh, mm, it's just sticky, man. From here on out, people gonna look at WAP like a bad CEO. They always been calling him that. Bad OG, and just a grimy East Side, East Side Atlanta type of nigga, man. I don't know, but at the end of the day, Gucci going home to his kids and his wife, so they gonna say he won on that note. You know what I'm saying? But it's how you look at it, man. It's how you look at it. Yeah, though, man. It's crazy. Sorry, man. My child, man. She interrupting this live. But let's get right to it, man. Gucci, man, was he wrong? Was he right? Put it in the comments. Let me know something. How you feel about it? Honest opinion. I feel like what y'all expect him to do. He wasn't gonna shoot out. He was outnumbered. It was all just bad if he would have tried to go that way with it. So shit, man. It happened in January. We just not hearing about it now. So they said Gucci Man gave statements. He definitely the shit he was saying in that song, I feel like could definitely be used in court. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He said he signed the contract, but it was in duress, meaning like, you know what I'm saying, he was forced pretty much. So I don't know, man. Gucci, he went with his move. He felt like that was the best move for him. And it is what it is, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Comment down below. Now we got another topic. Offset, man. 1/3 of the Migos been hospitalized after being shot earlier this week. They said it involved the alleged 10K debt from him and a rapper from New York. And they seen each other. It went down. And here you have it, man. We about to get right to the news clip. Make sure like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Daily Real News.
Breaking news out of Florida that rapper Offset has been shot. We have a post here coming from TMZ saying breaking Offset shot near Florida casino, and this happening just last night. We're bringing you out now to a live look over that casino, the Seminole Hard Rock Casino over in Hollywood, Florida. Reading from an AP News article here, the rapper Offset was shot Monday and is stable, according to a spokesperson for the Migos rapper, but his exact condition is unknown. He is being treated at a hospital and being closely monitored, the spokesperson said in a statement. Now, Offset was formerly married to Cardi B, with whom he has 3 children. The Seminole Police Department said a person sustained injuries that were not life-threatening Monday evening at a valet area outside of the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. The police department did not identify the victim until her best rap performance. Now, Offset and Cardi B were secretly wed in September 2017 in Atlanta. In 2024, Cardi B announced that she filed for divorce. So some breaking news coming out of Hollywood, Florida. They're going to bring you back out now to a live look overseeing Seminole Hard Rock Casino there. Roughly 4 o'clock in the morning there over in Hollywood, Florida, as we continue to monitor the latest on this developing of breaking news out of Florida, where rapper Offset was shot on Monday, but is in stable condition, according to a spokesperson for the Migos rapper. Now, we also have some video here of the crime scene that was taped off by police. You can see here in this video, we have the Hard Rock Casino there. You can see with that iconic guitar look there with the Hard Rock Casino, we can see those police lights there in the distance. As the cameras get closer to the incident, you can start to see the police tape starting to cross off this area, and there we have more police lights as well as a taped off section of this Hard Rock Casino, as police are investigating this incident that occurred there last night. Now, reading off some more articles from TMZ saying that Offset shot near Florida casino. It says the former Migos rapper was shot near a popular casino in Florida. A rep for the rapper confirms to TMZ Offset was shot Monday near Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. And per the spokesperson, Offset is, quote, fine, and his, quote, is currently at the hospital receiving medical care. The rep added he is stable and being closely monitored. A rep for the Seminole Police tells TMZ, quote, we are aware of the incident that occurred at a valet area after 7 p.m. Monday outside of Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, that resulted in non-life-threatening injuries to an individual who was transported to Memorial Regional Hospital in Hollywood. The rep added Seminole police were on site immediately, and the situation was contained quickly. 2 individuals have been detained by police. The investigation is ongoing. The site is secure, and there is no threat to the public. Operations continue as normal. Offset's Migos bandmate Takeoff was fatally shot in November 2022. So that is some of the news there coming out of TMZ, that breaking with the rapper Offset being reported shot in near a casino in Florida. And there you got the X post once again from TMZ breaking Offset shot near Florida casino.
Let's get to it, man. Offset got shot outside casino in Hollywood, Florida, man. It's crazy out here, man. You can't be, allegedly, with the quotation marks. You feel me? He was talking hot and spicy to a rapper from New York. He owed $10K to. Woo, 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 woo. When they met up, they met up. Whatever happened, will happen. The outcome is that Offset getting shot. So people pointing fingers, Lil TJ. Matter of fact, let's show you what Lil TJ said. I don't even want to make it like I'm just making shit up and he ain't say this. Let's show you what Lil TJ actually said out his mouth. Let's show y'all, because I cannot make this up, man. This is crazy right here. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below, man. Daily Real News.
TJ is out of jail after being arrested at the Hard Rock Casino last night.
And that same casino is exactly where rapper Offset was shot after some sort of a fight broke out. Local 10's crime specialist Bridget Matter is joining us live right now. And Bridget, I know little TJ had some words for Offset as he was leaving jail. Fill us in.
Yeah, Christy, he had a lot to say when he was bonding out of jail, including what he says he heard Offset say after he was shot. Now, to be clear, Lil TJ has not been charged with any type of shooting charge, and Offset, he remains here at the hospital. Still a lot of questions about what exactly happened. This is rapper Lil TJ bonding out of the Broward County Jail Tuesday afternoon.
Fight who? Were you involved in a fight at the casino?
Does Offset owe you money?
I don't do no damn fighting.
The rapper's real name is Tyone Merritt. He was at Hollywood's Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Monday night when rapper Offset was shot. He told Local 10 cameras some of his account of what happened.
Yo, that shot me. That shot me. La la la. Is a rat cat. Weirdos. Y'all in a good interview.
According to Seminole police, there was some sort of fight and a shooting at the valet area outside. 2 people were taken into custody, but no other details were made available. Offset boasts a whopping 23.8 million followers on social media with more than 17 million Spotify listeners monthly. He was married to well-known rap artist Cardi B. Offset's rep confirms he's in stable condition and is being closely monitored at a hospital. We asked Lil TJ if there was a fight between them before the shooting.
Did he put his hands on you?
I don't know how many times I tell you shit like that. Nobody touch me.
His lawyer said in a statement, Lil TJ has not been shot, nor has Lil TJ been charged with any shooting. Any reporting to the contrary is false.
We have requested the official arrest form for Lil TJ. We are waiting on that. And I did reach back out to Offset's rep with a few more follow-up questions, waiting on her response as well. We're live in Hollywood. Bridget Madden.
You seen that, right? Lil TJ boasting and bragging, calling Offset a rat, saying he didn't fight him, but he said Offset said out his own mouth, that dude shot me. That dude shot me. So what that tell you? You feel what I'm saying? I ain't want to say who did what. I want to give it to you straight from the lion's mouth. Lil TJ, I feel like you shouldn't have said nothing, bro. You should have kept your mouth shut. And you should have just walked to your car, whatever you was doing when you got out of jail, because they can actually use that against you in court. If you didn't know that, I know everybody know that though. I know you know that. Probably was just hyped up, whatever. But it is what it is, man. Youngins, man, stay out of that type of. That's what I'm gonna get to. All the youngins, man. All the guys 25 and under, man. Stay out of that type of scenery, man. Stay out of the type of way of people like that, man. People that owe you debts and people don't go back on their word allegedly, and people that don't stand up like a man when it's time to pay their debts or whatever they owe to another man. Leave them type people alone, them bad spirits, low vibrational people, and they're gonna always pull you down with them at the end. So that's all I gotta say, man. Offset a lie, Lil TJ out of jail, but he talking to the news like he talking to one of his homies on the street. I feel like he said way too much in that little small clip on the news. He got out and thought he was John Gotti. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on, but it's crazy out here, man. But I know one thing. Like, share, and subscribe, comment down below. Hit that notification bell for more news. Daily Real News presented to you by Real Conversation Podcast. I know that. But let's get to it, man. Donald Trump tried to make a peace treaty, ceasefire with Iran, and it ain't worked, man. 12 hours later, they still sent them hits, man. They sent the blitz 12 hours later, man. Let's see what's going on. Like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to Good Morning America for the video cover. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below.
President Trump backing off his threat to wipe out a whole civilization, agreeing to suspend attacks on Iran for 2 weeks once the country reopens the Strait of Hormuz. Just 90 minutes before his self-imposed deadline, the president writing on social media, this will be a double-sided ceasefire, saying we received a 10-point proposal from Iran and believe it's a workable basis on which to negotiate. Iran's foreign minister responding, saying their military will allow the massive backup of tankers in the critical strait to pass and finally deliver oil to the rest of the world. The White House says the ceasefire won't go into effect until Iran reopens the strait, and it's unclear when that will happen. The president has been under immense pressure to find an off-ramp in the final hours before his deadline, delivering an ominous warning that a whole civilization will die if Iran does not make a deal. That extraordinary threat sent shockwaves around the world and prompted this rebuke by the first American pope.
Attacks on civilian infrastructure is against international law, but that it is also a sign of the hatred, the division, the destruction the human being is capable of.
Before the deal was reached, Republicans were largely silent on the president's threat, including House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Minority Leader John Thune. But a handful of GOP lawmakers did speak out. Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski saying the president's threat cannot be excused away as an attempt to gain leverage in negotiations with Iran. And Republican Senator Ron Johnson, a staunch Trump supporter, signaling the president went too far.
I do not want to see us start blowing up civilian infrastructure. I do not want to see that. We are not at war with the Iranian people. You know, we are trying to liberate them.
This morning, news of the ceasefire being greeted with cautious optimism. But Democrats argue it's not enough.
Well, a 2-week ceasefire is insufficient. We need a permanent end to Donald Trump's reckless war of choice.
So this morning, Pope Leo is welcoming the news of a ceasefire. The president says the United States will be helping with the traffic buildup in the Strait of Hormuz, but it's unclear what exactly that will look like. And just moments ago, the vice president speaking, saying that the ceasefire deal is in fact fragile as those negotiations continue, Robin.
Turns out you should never sue the driver.
There y'all have it. There y'all have it. How y'all feel about that? Do y'all believe Trump had good intentions? Good intentions for the ceasefire? Now that I've just seen that video, I feel like it might have been so they can, like they said, move out the way so the tankers, the oil tankers can get through to the rest of the world. Because if you haven't noticed, all major cities, including Houston. I'm in the Houston area, that's why I said Houston. It's gas prices been going up like crazy, man. I know y'all been seeing it. I know y'all seen what's going on. So it's crazy out here, man. You gotta be prepared for anything right now. They talking about water shortage coming up. There's so many things going on in this world, man. It's like you gotta be prepared. You gotta keep your family close. You gotta stay with generators. You gotta stay with generators and all that, man. Because you never know what's gonna happen, man. Give me a brief moment. I gotta take a little break. Till then, man, like, share, and subscribe. I gotta take a little break. I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. Huh. You done? Get back to it. Let's get back to it, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Gotta take a little break real quick. Had something to do. But let's get back to it, man. We back. What was talking about? The ceasefire? Yeah, man. So y'all should have known the ceasefire wasn't gonna just go like that, man. Iran, however you pronounce their name, no disrespect. They ain't going for that, man. They not with it. They ain't going out without a fight. They ain't trying to hit no peace treaties, no peace unity walks, none of that, man. I just seen the vice president come from over there, and he tried, but he failed to come to any type of agreements or any peace. Let's talk about that, man. You know, because that's trending too. Let's see what JD Vance did when it comes to talking to Iran. There was no agreement reached after 21 hours. Let's see what he's talking about, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Daily Real News.
Well, good morning, everybody. And let me say a couple of notes of appreciation. First of all, to the Prime Minister of Pakistan and to Field Marshal Munir, who were both incredible hosts. And whatever shortcomings in the negotiation, it wasn't because of the Pakistanis, who did an amazing job and really tried to help us and the Iranians bridge the gap and get to a deal. We have been at it now for 21 hours, and we've had a number of substantive discussions with the Iranians. That's the good news. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement. And I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America. So we go back to the United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could. And they have chosen not to accept our terms. Questions?
So, Nick Robertson from CNN. Precisely what have they rejected here? Can you help us understand it a little bit?
Well, I won't go into all the details because I don't want to negotiate in public after we negotiated for 21 hours in private. But the simple fact is that we need to see an affirmative commitment that they will not seek a nuclear weapon, and they will not seek the tools that would enable them to quickly achieve a nuclear weapon. That is the core goal of the President of the United States, and that's what we've tried to achieve through these negotiations. Again, their nuclear program, such as it is, the enrichment facilities that they had before, they've been destroyed. But the simple question is, do we see a fundamental commitment of will for the Iranians not to develop a nuclear weapon, not just now, not just 2 years from now, but for the long term? We haven't seen that yet. We hope that we will. Jen.
Was there a framework on anything? And also, did the Iranian frozen assets come up, and did you reach any conclusions on those frozen assets?
We talked about all those issues, Jen, and we talked about a number of issues beyond that. And so certainly those things came up. But again, we just could not get to a situation where the Iranians were willing to accept our terms. I think that we were quite flexible. We were quite accommodating. The president told us, you need to come here in good faith and make your best effort to get a deal. We did that. And unfortunately, we weren't able to make any headway. Preston.
Mr. Vice President, how often did you communicate with President Trump throughout the negotiations? There were reports that there were multiple rounds where there were breaks in between negotiations. How often did you communicate with the president throughout those rounds, and what was he saying as you were going through these negotiations that you said fell short?
Yeah, obviously we were talking to the president consistently. I don't know how many times we talked to him, a half dozen times, a dozen times over the past 21 hours. We obviously also talked to Admiral Cooper, to Pete, to Marco, to the entire national security team. We talked to Scott Bessent a number of times. So look, we were constantly in communication with the team because we were negotiating in good faith. And we leave here with a very simple proposal, a method of understanding that is our final and best offer. We'll see if the Iranians accept it. Thank you.
Did you go back to Prime Minister Netanyahu at all today?
My fault about that, y'all. My fault. Man, y'all didn't hear none of that. I'm sorry. I got a lot going on. We got a lot going on today. So JD Vance pretty much said there was no agreements after 21 hours, and they was trying to negotiate on Iran not pressing the button with the nuclear bombs, the nuclear weapons they have. And I feel like after Trump said he was going to unalive the whole civilization in a day, in a night, it's no more peace, no more peace talks. They don't trust him. They don't believe him. They feel like he's a snake. He's a backstabber, which some people might agree. But I'm just reporting. I'm not going to say what I believe, whatever. I'm not going to get that political. Not today, not tonight. But yeah, man, what y'all thoughts about the whole ceasefire lasting 12 hours, man? What's y'all thoughts, man? Should we continue? Should we keep on trying to come to some agreement, or should it just be all out war? You know, they say in December, if you 18 through 25, the ages 18 through 25, you getting enrolled into the military automatically. What's y'all thoughts on that, man? Comment on that. Know y'all got some thoughts. Know the YN's going crazy, man. I got a young brother, like 23. I don't want him to go to war. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Honestly, I don't. I don't want him fighting this war. This has nothing to do with him. Got everything to do with power and control. That Trump. This is some selective politicking, as they say in the LA streets. You feel me? It's crazy out here, man. Just know you got to be prepared. That's what I was trying to say. Be prepared for everything. Gas is going up. They say water shortage might be coming shortly. We just got to prepare for everything. Get your generators, get your backup generators, get your safes, lockbox, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of water, non-perishables. You know what I'm saying? Doomsday type preparedness, awareness, preparedness. Because it's going down out here, man. Vice President couldn't come to no type of agreement in 21 hours. That's almost a day. So he was trying, but they wasn't going for it. All right, man. Next topic. We almost at an hour. We've been going through all these topics. Okay, we talking about Ben 10. If y'all don't know about Ben 10, NBA YoungBoi, one of his affiliates, one of his homies, got popped in Houston recently, a few days ago. Last week, it was involving mob ties, Jay Prince's son, Jay Prince Jr., and allegedly Detroit artist go by the name of All Star JR. He was, he got ties to T Grizzly, and he hot in Detroit. If y'all ain't heard about him, y'all about to hear about him soon. So let's talk about what's going on in Houston, man. H-Town is going down and around all the time. You anywhere by the H, you know what's going on. Spring break just ended, now this happened. It'd be crazy downtown H, man. Y'all better be careful out there, man. Let's get to it.
More about one of the victims shot during a violent incident inside a popular restaurant in Upper Kirby.
Police say a fight escalated, ending in gunfire and leaving 2 men in critical condition. Let's get right to KPRC2's Rochelle Turner live in the newsroom. Rochelle.
Keith and Lisa, we're learning more about one of the men shot. Family members tell KPRC he is rapper NBA Ben 10. Now, he is affiliated with NBA YoungBoi and the Never Broke Again collective. Now, while police have not officially confirmed his identity, his family says he is alive and recovering in the hospital. This is video of rapper NBA Ben 10. Family members say his real name is Ben Anthony Fields. The 26-year-old was shot during a violent confrontation inside this Upper Kirby restaurant called Confessions Wednesday night.
There was probably, 20, 30 people in there and several servers and everything.
Police say a group confronted a man and tried to rob him of his chains. Investigators say that struggle lasted nearly a minute before escalating into a larger fight. Officers say the man was knocked to the ground and surrounded as multiple people joined in.
They're beating this guy pretty bad. They're got him on the ground and beating him pretty good. Sometime during that part of the fight, our victim, who was originally looked like he was being majorly assaulted by several people and getting his chains ripped off, he presents a pistol. We don't know where he got it from, but he got it. Must have had it in his pants the whole time, but he got it out and started shooting randomly.
2 men were hit. One of them is believed to be NBA Ben 10, according to family members. Both were taken to the hospital and remain in critical condition. Investigators say the man who fired the gun, believed to be the robbery victim, ran from the scene and has not been identified. So at this hour, there's still lots of questions. Police say they're working to figure out exactly what led up to the shooting and are asking anyone with information to come forward. Now, the restaurant's owner tells me staff tried to break up the fight. They also confirmed surveillance cameras captured the incident, and that video has been turned over to police. Management went on to say that this was a one-time incident, and effective immediately today, they're adding a doorman and security guards and working to install signs banning weapons on the premises. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Rochelle Turner, KPRC 2 News.
There y'all have it. There y'all have it. Rapper Ben 10. Rapper Ben 10. Man. That's a sad story, right? Allegedly he tried to rob somebody, another artist, and got popped, man. Crazy, dog. Supposedly he in critical conditions. Supposedly he paralyzed or something. It'd be crazy, man. It'd be crazy out here, man. And supposedly the guy who allegedly did what he did, he was beefing with Jay Prince Jr. over his baby mama, or he disciplined his child or something like that. So it's crazy, man. You know, people in Houston always saying that Jay Prince Jr. got some involvement with all this type stuff that be going on in Houston, from the takeoff situation to this situation to multiple other situations, man. It's just crazy how, you know, the Prince family, their name always getting tossed around in certain incidences that involve shootings, unaliveds, all type of other madness, man. It's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy, man. I wanted to show y'all a video of Jay Prince Jr. with this man, baby mama. It's just real corny and goofy, man. I'm sorry, Jay Prince Jr., man. You gotta get the clown of the week for this shit. Like, you did way too much goofy shit in this video. I'm trying to get the short version of it. We gotta call it out when it's this goofy, man. Like, we cannot support this shit. The black community can't support this type shit, man. FBAs, Black Americans, whatever you want to call us. This shit is so weird and goofy. Like, what type of grown ass over 40-year-old man do this type shit, man? I just want to show y'all this video, dog. Y'all gotta see this video, man. All right, we gotta show y'all this video, man. This is corny, man. This is what you call clown of the week. JR. I ain't mad at him, but JR as in Junior, Jay Prince Jr., get your ass to the front of the stage, man. You getting called out tonight. Let's look at this goofy ass video.
Hey, man, he a cheater, y'all. Oh, nigga, she made it. Oh, she made it. Time for Lotus.
That was corny, man. I just wanted to show y'all that. That was the most corniest shit, man. I'm sorry. I had to call that out. Jay Prince Jr., like what type of time you on, man? You supposed to be this big label exec, Finesse 2 times, Honeycomb Braids, all these people under you, under your label, right? Mob Ties, uh subsidiary label, sub label to Rap A Lot Records, which your father created. And like a Houston blogger, Triller Too Legit, I don't agree with him on a lot of things, but he right, man. You ruining your father legacy with all the goofy shit you doing. It's just me on man time, man. A lot of people don't speak on the Prince family. I don't speak on the Prince family. I got a lot of respect for their father, Jay Prince. And he really that. He really tied in. He really can get at you. But Jay Prince Jr., he making shit look real comical. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. He making the family name look real comical, real like they some clowns or some shit, man. And I just don't respect that for real. Honestly, I feel like your father did too much. Pretty much introduced the South to the world on the mainstream level, and let that come to this is like, damn, was it worth it? Of course, it's worth it, but it's just like you shitting on your father's legacy, everything he did, his name, his brand, what he stood for, what he stands for. He ain't passed, he's still alive. So I know he ain't pretty much I know he not happy about that. But All Star JR, he about to take off. This sadly is what blows up a rapper career, especially as so quote unquote street artist, getting some negative situation, getting a shootout, you know what I'm saying? Overcome that, become the victor, brag about it, shoot a diss track. You liable to get a deal within 4, 5, 6 months. That's just how the rap game going, man. Now everybody gonna know about All Star JR. All Star JR been rapping over 10 years. He was rapping with T Grizzly before T Grizzly got on. But people don't know that. All they gonna know is this situation, and now he hotter than ever. Now whatever he drop gonna do a million. The spotlight on him. He about to get interviews about the situation, and it's kind of like the rap street guy come up, but also curse because now NBA they gonna be looking for get back, especially if Ben 10 is actually hospitalized and paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? That's a W for All Star JR. Now I got Detroit going against BR, Baton Rouge. It just spiraled down, man. It's a domino effect, man. It's not good for the coach. It's not good for black people, but I want to know what the world think, and I also want to let the world know something. This is nigga business. This ain't black folk business. This not upstanding, tax-paying black folk business. This is nigga business. But it's also man time. What was JR supposed to do? If whatever happened, they say happened, if he defended himself, what was he supposed to do? Just go out and die, get beat to a pope? I mean, if he had it on him, this is Texas. If you in Texas, stand your ground. Open carry. So was he wrong? Maybe to have it on him in a restaurant in a public setting, but I don't feel like he was wrong, honestly. I mean, he did what he had to do. He had to make it back home to his family, to his kids, whatever. But he gonna capitalize off it. And he is gonna troll because that's how the rap game goes, sad to say. And that's what we at with it in the hip hop world, man. But on to the next, on to the next. So we gotta talk about African Bambata passing away due to cancer right before his birthday, I believe. A few weeks before, something like that. It's crazy, man. It's real crazy out here, man. You gotta just cherish life, cherish everything. But it's controversial because people reacting. He had things on his name and things like that. He had things on his name as far as like let's see. How can I say this? Like all respectful type of way. He was the creator of Planet Rock. Introduced the Zulu Nation and had an influence on all of hip hop pioneers. You know, he one of the first. And you know, you got content creators that actually got famous from coming out and saying Bambata did things to them when they was young, allegedly, and he did things to a lot of younger males in the neighborhood. So that could tarnish someone's name because African Bambata, he never spoke out. He always spoke out against it, said he was innocent. But he had a lot of alleged victims that became YouTube stars and did interviews and wrote books and everything against him and things like that. But I'm really not going to speak on that type of situation. I'm just going to flip about him passing and everything and just pay my condolences. And that's all we going to do on this show. We're not going to really speak down on him, man. Like, share, and subscribe, comment down below.
Main hip hop pioneers, Africa Bambata has died. His lawyer announced he died from prostate cancer Thursday. Born Lance Taylor, his death was a surprise to fans across the world. The rapper and producer, known for hits like Planet Rock and helping found the Universal Zulu Nation Art Collective. He was 68 years old.
68, man. Pay our condolences, African Bambata, man. Whether you agree with his decisions as a man, as the actual man instead of the artist, you also have to agree that he was a pioneer for hip hop in general, and he took it to another level, and he deserves his respect as a pioneer. You know, creating a movement with the Zulu Nation and things like that. We always gotta pay respect to the OGs of the culture because you know the OGs paved the way, and no matter what people try to say about them as a man, you can never take away people art and what the impact and their message and their music did to the world, to the culture of hip hop, to the presentation of hip hop, to the respect that hip hop has today. People like African Bambata had to step out on faith and create their movements to influence the next great artists and so on, so on. So we just gonna pay respect on that note. But on another note, on our last topics, we've been here for an hour. One of our last topics, man, we had a good show. We got all the topics out the way, all the popular topics. Go back in the episode if you ain't seen all the other topics we spoke on. But let's talk about the baby, man. The baby, man. So the baby goes all the way off on fan who tried to give him a painting of his daughters outside of a nightclub. To me, this was kind of tricky. I didn't really understand this. Really understand why the baby did this. He had his own grievances. He had his own concerns and reasons why he doesn't take pictures painted by other men of his daughters. He feels like it's weird, it's creepy, whatever. I feel like he could at least pay respect to the man and showed him love and started him out at least, but because he took his time and all that. But it was just like I guess, a miscommunication, a misunderstanding. But let's get to it, man. A lot of fans are really going off on the baby for this. So let's see what y'all think, man. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, comment down below. Daily Real News, Daily Real News.
Hey, Rocky, get out of the Hey, Rocky, get out of the
another thing too, man, because y'all starting to get on my fucking nerves. Talking about Buddy with this painting of my two of my daughters that he presented to me outside of a nightclub or whatever. First and foremost, I'm not the type of father that I'm not into, like, you know, grown ass men discussing my daughters, painting pictures of my daughters, taking pictures of my kids. I don't play like that. If you play like that, to each his own. You see what I'm saying? Like, more power to you. Send a picture of your daughters, let them paint them, and then show them some appreciation. Number two, I'm not accepting no painting of my daughters outside of a nightclub. Number three, you see what I'm saying? You feel a way about, you know, the principles I stand on with my kids and how far I go to protect them. And that ain't none of my concern. Be more grateful to it. Let's go.
What's y'all thoughts, man? What's y'all thoughts? Was the baby out of line for that? Like, did he have a good reasoning? Some people said it's his kids. Don't even question him about his kids, which they right. Them is his kids. But why would he be so offensive to somebody just honoring him and his kids and just um like, you know, paying homage, I guess, to him? I mean, he said it's weird. He don't really get involved into all that, but I just feel like I just feel like it was homage. I mean, I don't really feel it was weird. I hear him, grown man paying his kids. I mean, you never know what some people might have on their mind, you know, perversion and PDF files, people like that. Yeah. That's all I can really say about that. I really don't. I really then he like and then he like he he kind of like threatened the man and all that. Like when he seeing what he gonna do and all that. I feel like that wasn't necessary to a person that really genuinely was trying to do things. And that's what he does. Actually, Charleston White went off on the baby because that's supposed to be his cousin, and he painted for a lot of people. He painted Donda, Kanye West's moms. He painted Kanye. He painted all the Cat Williams, all the the big players in the media world, the entertainment industry. I just feel like he was doing it out the kindness of his heart. I feel like the baby, he could have just took it and never hung it up and just put it up. I feel like it was just the actual engagement that the baby gave him was kind of distasteful, kind of not classy, but the baby got his own reasons. We don't know what he was going through that day, what was going on. He said that wasn't the way to present the art to him at a nightclub, but this man doesn't know you and he knew you was going to be there and he wanted to just get off his art to you and show you his appreciation and gratitude and admire. He admire you. That's how I feel. He really rock with you. For a person to draw a picture of your kids that detailed, that probably cost a lot of money. It probably took time and energy out his day. So you know what I'm saying? It's a seesaw, man. You can see it from a glass halfway full or the glass all the way full. Like it's your perception, it's your upbringing, it's your way of communication, it's ways he could have handled it. But at the same time, man, it is what it is. The miss his kids, so he gonna come off how he come off. It might have not been right. It might have not been the most cordial way to approach that situation, but the baby did what he did. It is what it is. Now it's all on the blogs. But at the same time, good publicity is always bad or good publicity, always publicity. It's always good publicity. Now he got more eyes on his art. Now another artist might cop 2, 3, 4 paintings from him just from this situation. So you never know how it can play out. But shout out to that man and shout out to the baby, man. We've been on for about an hour and 20 minutes. Last topic. We got Chris Brown and Usher Raymond. They coming together to do a damn tour, man. Let's give it up. This is legendary, right? All the women gonna love this. Let's give it up, man. All the women, all the aunties, all the young women, all the grandmamas even gonna go to this one. Like, let's be real, man. This is excuse my language. This is a panty dropper type of tour, man. You know what I'm saying? This is straight for the women. You know, man gonna be there with they women though, you know. And it's just big right now for the whole industry, man. This is like a phenomenal duo, man. So many hits and hits and hits. And let's go to the trailer right now. See what they talking about, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Last topic. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Hit that poll if you can. And let me know if you're feeling this content. Let's go.
But this might be the best news of 2026. Usher and Chris Brown are going on tour, and I am gagged. Listen, this wasn't just a regular announcement. Chris Brown went to Instagram and posted a whole production. Like, this looks straight out of a movie. Let me just show y'all.
It's time. Hell yeah.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed. They're calling it the R&B tour for Raymond and Brown. This is tea. This is what the people needed. If you're a real R&B lover, you know, bring R&B back. Let us know what y'all think. Are y'all here for Usher and Chris Brown's R&B tour? You can come.
How y'all feel? Y'all happy about this tour, man? They coming together. Chris Brown, and Usher, man. How y'all feel about this? How y'all feel, man? I feel like it's good for the you know, for the game. You'll have people step their game up. All the other R&B artists, you know, they've been saying R&B been dead for a while, and all this and that. But it's good, man. It's good for the culture. It's good for the ticket sales. It's good for everything. Honestly, let's be real. Everybody gonna eat off this one. You know that. You know that, man. So shout out Usher. This might be one of his last tours. You never know, man. Chris Brown, this might be the ultimate passing of the torch of the R&B game, you know? So we got to give respect when respect due, man. It's a great tour idea. I know they're going to break records. It's going to break records, and it's going to, you know, it's going to be phenomenal, man. They're going to put on a show between Chris Brown and I just wonder how they going to actually break it down, who going to get the most amount of the set time, because they can both go on forever and ever. I seen Usher live before in Vegas when he had his residency. Classic, man. I wouldn't mind seeing him again, honestly. You know, he got decades of hits, so you know what I'm saying? He could take it back to My Way, to Confessions, to You Got It Bad. Then he can speed it up to, you know, nowadays. So yeah, shout out to Usher. Shout out to CB, man. It's a big move for the game. And there y'all have it, man. I gave y'all about an hour and 15 of straight content, all the hottest topics that's been going on this past week. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in, subscribing to the channels, like, share, and subscribe. We got an interview on the Real Conversation Podcast Network channel later tonight. Make sure y'all set y'all reminders at 8 p.m. Central Time, featuring Celeste Parker, I believe her last name is, from Louisiana. We're going to be speaking on her Jupiter Moon skincare line, her poetry book, available now on Amazon, and mental health. You don't want to miss it, man. Your boy, Mr. Smooth. Appreciate y'all. Daily Real News. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all audio platforms. Till next time, man. It's been real. Love y'all. Gone.